I'm going to ask you another one, all right? This is here in Exodus.
Yeah.
All right? Come over here. We got you. You guys listening? All right, check it out.
I mean, now.
If a man beats his male or female servant, his slave, with a rod, so that he dies under his hand, he shall surely be punished. Is that good?
What happened? Man beats a servant with a rod.
If a man beats his female or male servant, the servant dies under his hand, right there. The one who beat him should be punished.
I just don't think we should kill.
This is the Bible, right?
Yo.
But notwithstanding, if he remains alive a day or two, he shall not be punished because he is his property. Meaning that if a slave owner beats a slave, male or female, so bad that they die a day or two later, there's no punishment for the slave owner because that was their property. Do you think that's just?
Well, in those days we don't have.
They did have slaves. You think they didn't have slaves in the time of Moses?
I'm sorry. I'm saying nowadays we don't deal with that.
Is that
we
just?
deal with slavery under different connotations.
Do you believe the Bible, the Word of God, with the laws of God, the laws of Jesus that you said earlier, that says that a slave owner can beat their slave to death, and as long as they live a day, there is no punishment?
This is the Old Testament.
It is the Old Testament.
We're talking about salvation.
Was it a different God?
Salvation through work.
Was it a different God?
Was it a different God?
Yes.
It was the same God.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means Jesus ordained these laws.
Let's see what Jesus ordained. Let's see
go
what
ahead.
He ordained.
So if a man beats his male or female servant with a, where are you going?
I'm going to the Bible.
This is the Bible.
Okay, that's fine.
Is this not the Bible? Is it like another book or? Go ahead.
Mark 12. Let's go to Mark 12.
Why are you skipping the verse I was talking about?
No, we're going. You said Jesus ordained it.
Yes.
Let's see what Jesus ordained. Let's
So
see where Jesus says, "This is what I ordained out of His mouth."
Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna go. You agree with that?
Look, you didn't answer the verse. You jumped from it.
No, I can't.
You didn't.
Let's let Jesus talk.
Okay.
About that.
I'm going to read you a Jesus verse then. In Luke 19:27. But bring here those enemies of mine who did not want me to reign over them and slay them before me. Redlined, Jesus words.
Okay. You gotta see the context, man.
Let's read it.
Read something, man.
But bring here those enemies of mine who did not want me to reign over them and slay them before me. Context. The Jesus return, parable of his return, and the people who did not want him to reign should be killed, slain before me.
Yeah, the flesh is going to be killed. Just like
so
Jesus'
you believe that those who did not want Jesus to be king should be slaughtered.
We are slaves of Jesus Christ, bro.
We are slaves of God. Jesus was a slave.
Jesus was whose slave?
God's slave.
Yes, because he was in the flesh.
But he was not God. He was God's servant.